welcome everybody. We're live, first game of 2026. We got the game between the Penticton Vees and between the Kelowna Rockets. We're going to try something different today. We've got multiple cameras set up here. So down here is the Penticton zone. Over here is the Rocket zone. And we've got our main feed right here. So while we wait for warm-ups to finish here, let's meet the team.
Charlie Mooring, number 17, center.
Gavin Simster, 21, left wing.
Logan Day, number 16, right winger.
Weston Meekins, number 9, center.
Braden Douglas, number 11, left wing.
Lucas Carrion, number 12, right wing.
Owen Scott, number 2, center.
Nicholas McAllister, number 10, left wing.
Max Riddell, number 14, right wing.
Blake Douglas, number 15, center.
Malcolm Hughes, number 4, right wing. Matthew Nugent, number 7, right wing.
Chase Coverly, number 5, defense.
Cole Pendre, number 19, defense.
Jacob Conius, number 6, defense.
Cecilia Smith, number 18, defense.
Declan Gourbelon, number 20, defense. Max Fogarty, number 8, defense.
Wilton Poitras, number 1, goaltender.
Alex McCarty, goalie, 31.
So we're live here, getting ready for the game. It was an early start for warm-up. So Rockets down here in their white jerseys. We got producer Dan working on this here, so it'll be a little bit of a learning curve. Make sure you leave your comments in the comment section. And then from there we can make some adjustments here as we go. So we're here on the main feed. Camera 2, what we like to call it. We had some technical difficulties here with our first feed with 3 cameras, so bear with us. We did have to set up the Wi-Fi and that kind of thing, so we missed the starting lineups, but I didn't get the lineup card, so it was a guess anyways. Head referee today, Brady Price. There's the coaching staff for the Rockets. Walton Poitras in net today for the Rockets. Starting lineup is going to be Mooring, Day, Simister with Pendre and Smith. Opening faceoff, won by Penticton. That's picked up by Medeiros. Down low, turned over to Pendre. Pendre has it intercepted by Omlin. Puck poked away by Smith to the line. Gets into Summerfield. Simister steals. Breakaway coming up for Simister. Walks in, backhand, just wide of the net. Mooring goes to pick it up. He gets bumped, goes right to Day. Day stumbles. Gets it stolen right by Medeiros. Medeiros. Puck goes in. Smith has it. Gets it to Day. Puck comes out. Hesketh cleared it back in. Smith goes back for it. Leaves it for Coverly. Coverly up to Mooring. Mooring over to Simister. Simister pokes at it. Intercepted there by Moore. Coverly goes back again. Over to Smith. Smith up the middle right to Scott. Scott looking for Mooring. Intercepted. Day steals, walks in, takes a shot just wide of the net. Puck's in the corner. Day loses it. Goes right to Summerfield. Now it's stolen to McAllister. McAllister, he gets bumped. Day just dumps it in. No icing. Puck's behind the net. Moore picks it up. Goes to his partner. That was Hesketh. Hesketh gets bumped. Turned over. Meekins shot on net. Saved by Jones. Puck cleared to the line. Konings dumps it in. Behind the net. Meekins gets bumped. Scott throws it behind the net. Coverley steps in. Stolen there by Summerfield. Summerfield goes cross ice. Konings is there to pick it up. Puck is stolen. Goes right to Schultz. Schultz just wide. Puck in front of us. Sabo takes a shot. Saved by Poitras. Almond fans on it. Scott's there. Puck is dumped back in. Kojovic up to Marks. And Marquez has his puck almost stolen. Cleared right to Cozier. Cozier shot on net, saved by Poitras. Parker behind the net. Kicks at it, he gets bumped. In the corner, McAllister. Parker jumps into play, so is Meekins. Konings behind the net. Gets it up to Douglas. Douglas just dumps it down on the forecheck. Looks to get it in past Sabo. Sabo gets it up the boards. Puck in the near boards. Nugent gets bumped. Puck is chipped out of play. With 17:08 here, first period. Shots 2-0 for Penticton. Face-off is going to be to the left of Jones. Nugent on the draw. Won by the Rockets, back to Fogarty, shot, save, rebound, covered up by Jones. Nugent tried to bank it in there, couldn't do it. Face-off will be to the right of Jones this time. Nugent wins it back to Fogarty. Fogarty just puts it in the corner. Puck down low, Portalacki leaves it. That was Zeman ran into his man. Puck still in. Puck does come out. Lalonde is there. Offside at the line. 16:29 left first period. Shots 2-1 Penticton. This is the first game, I believe. Oh, we're missing a player today. I'm not sure who. I didn't get the lineup card from Coach Coverley. So I thought this is our first game with everybody, but it looks like we're missing somebody. Maybe it's Riddell. Picked up there by Pendray. Pendray just dumps it in. Puck stolen. Puck comes up front by Hoodless. He gets bumped. Puck's in the corner. Logan Day near side. Makes a move, gets bumped. Hoodless up front can handle it. Goes back to the line. Pendray keeps it in. Down low behind the net. Picked up by Summerfield. She goes around. Kept in by Smith. But stolen there by Dexter Summerfield. Summerfield far side. Schultz in the middle. Shot saved by Poitras. Rebound sitting there. Behind Poitras. Covers up. Whistle goes. 16:22 remaining. First period. Shots 3-1. We got Meekins, Mooring, Simister out there with Konings and Coverley. Parker couldn't win the draw. Simister looking for Mooring. Mooring skates onto it. Can he get there? No icing. Hesketh throws it around. Puck kept in by Meekins near the line. Simister couldn't keep it down low. Puck was cleared out by Cozier. Coverley bank pass. It goes deep. Parker, or Moore behind the net, turns it over. Puck thrown out front. Simister shoots, hits the outside of the post. Parker looks to clear, kept in at the line by Konings. Puck does make it out here. Cozier crosses the line. He gets bumped by Coverley. Trickles down to Poitras. Puck in the corner. Meekins to Mooring. Mooring bumps it. Zeman takes a shot. Saved by Poitras. Rebound. Puck cleared out. Zeman gets bumped by Konings. Puck thrown out front. Coverly's there. Coverly goes far side or near side here to Mooring. Mooring dumps it deep. Rockets go for a change. Puck picked up by Zeman behind his net. Has a look, skates out the middle, turns it over. Scott takes a shot just wide of the net. Sabo looks to clear. Kept in by Lalonde. Lalonde rims it around. Puck behind the net. Schultz tries to clear. Kicked in, but comes out front to Omlin. Omlin takes a shot, saved by Poitras. Rebound sitting there. Fogarty picks it up. Fogarty to Nugent. Nugent avoids the hit of Zeman, who then runs into McAllister. Malfunction at the junction. Fogarty behind the net. Has it, takes a look. Hits Nugent in the butt. Puck gets dumped back in. Poitras. Bank pass to Scott. Scott looks to chip. Down the ice it goes. And icing is the call here. 14-19 remaining. First period. Face off back in the Rocket zone. I hope you're liking the views. Face off to the left of Poitras. Won by the Rocket. Smith looks to clear. Looking for Terrian. Terrian gets bumped. Smith has it. Puck clear to the line here. Kept in by Summerfield. Pendre chops at it. Puck gloved down there by Portalaki. Schultz is there. So is Douglas, so is Pendre. Puck comes back to line. Summerfield can't keep it in. It's offside. Delayed offside. Pendre has it with some speed. Crosses the blue line. Gets it to Day. Day pressured. Couldn't get a shot off. Lucas Terrian dumps it in. That's son of two-time Ringette Coach of the Year Terry Terrian, also known as missing 2 tournaments Terry. Going to Mexico or Cuba or wherever he went. Puck is down low. Day has it. Day comes out, throws it towards the net, goes behind the net. Thrown out front, shot by Douglas, saved by Jones. Puck's in the corner. Day bumps him, and it looks like we're going to get a boarding penalty today as he pasted Portalaki into the boards. So face-off will go back into the Rocket zone. That's Logan Day right here. He sits here, he feels shaved, he says hi to all our viewers online. Face-off to left of Poitras. Rockets win the draw, puck cleared to the line. Kept in by Schultz, he shoots it just wide. Puck down low, back to Hesketh. Hesketh goes back down low. Gets it to Parker. Parker takes a look. Parker again, shoots, saved by Poitras, rebound. Coverly gets there, he clears it to the line, and out it goes to the neutral zone. Picked up by Schultz, right to Cozier. Cozier felt the back pressure, puck is cleared and out. Moore over to Hesketh. Hesketh looking for Parker, Parker to Hesketh. Hesketh to Moore. Meekins is there. Moore to Hesketh. Hesketh couldn't make a play. Puck is cleared down by Konings. Close to too many men, but it's not. Portalaki goes back for Penticton. Portalaki pressured by Mooring. Mooring's there. Gets it out front. Hughes takes a shot. Saved by Jones. Another save by Jones. Zeman goes far side all the way down the ice. And icing with 11:51 remaining in the period. 39 seconds left in the penalty to Logan Day right there. So face off to the right of Jones. Face-off won by Penticton. Zeman behind the net. Milan gets it, he just fires it down the ice. Puck bounces to the side net by Jones on his foot. Doesn't want to cover it up. Simister's there. Looks out front to Nugent. She scores! Matthew Nugent on a pass from Simister. Short-handed goal. 1-0 Kelowna with 21 seconds left on the penalty today. You gotta like to see that. Great forechecking there by Simister to feed it out to Nugent. Shots 4-4 now. 11:33 left. Nugent gets the draw to Simister, just fires it down the ice. Sabo goes back for it, pressure by Nugent. Simister looks to intercept, puck comes to the middle. Goes right to Moore. Or to Cozier. Cozier just gets it, dumps it in. Parker gets bumped, Fogarty's there. Day's out of the box, Fogarty hits Simister, 2-on-1. Day to Simister, shot, saved by Jones. Great opportunity by the Rockets there. Face-off will be to the left of Jones. Rockets win the draw. Behind the net, Zeman picks it up. Zeman clears the line, kept in by Pendre. Behind the net, McAllister pokes at it. McAllister's there, deflects the puck. Puck is chopped out of the zone by Omlin. Back in the zone. Pendre, he gets hooked. Puck comes up the boards. Smith is there, looking for McAllister. Right in front of us. Puck doesn't get cleared out. Nice hit by Meekins. Pendre looks to move it. Gets it out, but not in possession, so it gets fired back in. Smith to Pendre. Pendre up the middle to McAllister. McAllister looking for Scott. Scott takes the shot. Oh, just wide of the net. Puck bumped. McAllister goes towards the front. Vikoyevic's there. Summerfield gets bumped by McAllister. McAllister gets it out to Day. Day can handle it. Went to Konings at the blue line, and the Rockets have to regroup. Summerfield tries to clear, but Coverly gets it. Coverly in a battle with Vajokovic. Puck's in front of us. Schultz gets it down in. Vajokovic pressures. Goes to Konings behind the net. Konings looks to clear. Vajokovic. He dumps Day. Schultz did. Comes right to Terrian. Terrian bumps it out. Moore gives it away to Terrian. Terrian around his man, walks in shot, saved by Jones. Throws it out front, couldn't hit a player. Penticton turns it over. Back to the line, Milan shoots it towards the net. Deflected wide by Jones. Douglas bumps his player. Kept in by Fogarty. Shot, deflected, goes to Summerfield. Summerfield turns it over. Right to Moore. Clears it right to Hoodless. And offside here at the line. We got some comments here. Kim Douglas likes the multiple camera angles. That's good. Plane spotting dude, go Rockets. Always nice to get a shorty, that's right. And Rockets go. All right, face off in the neutral zone. Producer Dan is back. We had a technical difficulty with the one camera. Savo tries to play it. Hoodless is there. Throws it behind the net. Puck's in the corner. Marquez looks to clear. Lalonde bumps his player. Puck comes out right to Fogarty. Fogarty can't handle it cleanly. Barker looks to get around. Poitras plays it. Fogarty looking for Hughes. Hughes tried to go around Sabo, couldn't do it. Puck does come out. Lalonde gets there, fires the far side. Marquez looks to clear. Hoodless intercepts. Delayed offside. Rockets tag up. Marquez behind his net. Goes up the middle, almost intercepted by the Rockets. Now Pendre has it. Pendre looks to dump it in. Nugent touches it, and we got an offside at the line here. 7:43 left, first period. Shots, 7 for the Rockets, 5 for Penticton. This one? Oh, the far one you can't zoom in. Okay. Face off in front of us. Guess is an intentional offside. Puck cleared down the Rocket zone. It was touched, no offs, no icing. Summerfield goes back for it, pressured by Mooring. Picked up by Meekins. Meekins goes over to Smith. Smith down low, shot towards the net, blocked by Zeman. Puck comes back towards the line, half-boards, bumped. Puck turned over, Meekins takes a shot, saved by Jones. 7:09 remaining, first period. 9-5 are the shots. Rockets pick up the draw. Mooring tries to walk, couldn't. Puck comes out. Pendre behind his net. Looks for Sinister. Sinister bumps it. Couldn't get it to Mooring, but Smith is there, who does get it to Mooring. Mooring tries to dump it in, but it's deflected out. Bajokovic chases Pendre. Pendre stops. Reverses. Pressured still. Gets it around to Sinister. Sinister takes a look, goes to Mooring. Mooring, breakaway here. Backhand, just couldn't beat him short side. Puck's in the near side corner. Day looks to the front. Puck sitting there. Mooring shot, saved by Jones. Another shot by Mooring. Goes wide. Day picks it up. Puck's down low. Mooring goes back to the point. Shot by Coverley. Shot by Day. Goes wide. Puck is kept in by Coverley. Puck dumped deep. Hesketh is there. Hesketh goes far side to Bajokovic. Bajokovic gets it out. But Coverley's there. Pressure by Summerfield. Day ends up with the puck. Got a delayed penalty coming up. Day with the move. Presley scores! Logan Day beats the Penticton goalie, Tatum Jones. 5-0. 2-0 Rockets. Puck at center. Puck is dumped in. Post is there. Post gets bumped by Scott. Day tries to dump it in. Puck is cleared out. Konings behind the net looking for Coverley. Puck's in the corner. Now up to the near boards. Day looking for Scott. Scott couldn't get around the defenseman Schultz. Day gets it deep. Puck's behind the net. Picked off by Day. Day dumps it to the corner. McAllister out front looking for Scott. Scott couldn't bury it. Scott tried to wrap around, but Jones was there to cover it up. The face-off will be to the right of Jones. Nugent out there with Fogarty and Lalonde. And McAllister, or with Douglas and Carrion. Puck thrown to the front of the net by Lalonde, deflected to the corner. Puck comes back to the line. Fogarty puts it towards the net. Puck is cleared out. Summerfield picks it up. Nugent bumps his player into the boards. Lalonde looks to clear and does. Nugent skates onto it. Has Terrian with him. Nugent, looks up front for Terrian, couldn't hit him. Fogarty dumps it to the corner. Behind the net, that's Portalacki. To Zeman. Zeman looks to clear and out of play. So face-off will be back in the V zone with 5:07 left, first period. The face-off will be to the right of Jones. Face-off won by the Rockets. Pendre gets tied up. Smith comes in, knocks it down low. Hughes in a battle. It's over to Hoodless. Hoodless puts it down low. Puck behind the net. Puck cleared up to the line, kept in by Smith. Schultz clears it down in, and Vekoyevic's pressuring. Pendray's there. Smith over to Hughes. Moore keeps it in. Smith in battle on the boards, gets it to Meekins. Meekins to Hughes. Puck comes out front. Puck is cleared to the line and out by Hoodless. Eskith picks it up and dumps it down. Smith picks it up, goes cross ice, goes right to Hoodless. Hoodless back to Pendre. Pendre off the boards, right to Mooring. Mooring gets it to Day. Day takes a shot, far corner, near corner, picked up by Moore, has it intercepted by Mooring. Mooring over to Konings. Konings to Coverly. Coverly to Day. Day cuts to the middle, tries to go through two. Can't. Sinister's there, puts it towards the net. To Day, shot, rebound. Mooring pokes at it. Pushed around there by Summerfield. Penticton not happy with the poking after the whistle. Looks like Day's getting a penalty. Too many pushes after the whistle. So there he is in the box. That's Logan Day in the box. He feels shame for taking a penalty. There's Andrew Hoodless. Say hi to Andrew, everybody. Andrew Hoodless come to join us. So face-off will be to the right of Poitras. Face-off won by the Rockets and cleared down the ice. Summerfield gives chase, so does Mooring. Mooring gets there. Has Sinister out front. Sinister fans on it. Another shot, just deflected wide. Picked up by Parker. Parker to Summerfield. Summerfield over to Portalacki. Over to, I got Post. Post couldn't do anything. Puck dumped in on line. Summerfield to Zeman. To Cozier. Cozier bumped by Scott. Puck comes in deep. Coverly looks to clear. Goes right to Summerfield. Summerfield takes a shot through traffic. Saved by Poitras. Parker in the corner. With Post. Coverly dumps him. Konings looks to clear. Goes right to Scott. Scott makes partial break here. Comes in. Backhand over the net. Owen Scott just missed the 3-0 goal there. Puck is dumped in by Summerfield. Fogarty rims it around. If you do have the Canada-Czechia score, make sure you post in the comment section. We would like to have updates. A hand pass, so face-off will be back in the Penticton zone. In the neutral zone, I should say. Penticton with the puck. Zeman just dumped it in looking for Summerfield. Lalonde looks to clear, and he does, and Hesketh has to go back for it. Hesketh throws it up the middle, right to Summerfield. Dexter Summerfield move at the line, puts his player offside. Puck thrown on net, picked up by Lalonde. Lalonde far side to Fogarty, and it was still offside, so good break for the Rockets here. Face-off will go all the way back to the Penticton zone. To the right of Jones. So there's no score in the Canada-Czechia game, good to know. Nugent on the draw. Has it tied up, picked up there by Penticton. That's Medeiros, who turns it over to Pendre, who fires it down. No icing. Puck's behind the net, Moore picks it up, has it stolen by Terrien. Lucky Lucas Terrien loses the puck now. It's not so lucky. Pendre dumps it in. Moore behind his net to Medeiros. Over to Parker. Has it stolen. Puck goes into the corner. Smith goes back for it. Over to Pendre. Pendre. Puck comes outside. Hesketh couldn't keep it in. Pendre over to Terrien. Terrien. He gets bumped by Parker. Summerfield clears it up to the boards. Coverley keeps it in. Shot. Ends up in the corner. Coverley's still there. Puck battle with Bester. Puck does come out. Konings to Meekins. Meekins back to Konings. Konings throws it to Coverley. Coverley gets it to Hoodless, but he missed it. Parker looks to clear. Can't. Goes right to Hughes. 6 seconds left. Hughes to Hoodless. Parker gets it out to the line. And that'll conclude the first period, folks. 2-0 Kelowna. Shots 15-7 after 1. Which brings us to everybody's favorite part of the game here, which is Jeff McCoggan's fan of the game. So we will get the fan of the game here. And fan of the game is Ty Konings with his Team USA jersey on, having a great time enjoying a cocktail. Ty Konings, fan of the game from Jeff McCoggan. You too can be fan of the game. You just got to get caught by McCoggan, and you will be on fan of the game. Another comment here. We got a Kim Douglas, great start. Keep on pressuring. Definitely. Hey Ava, your dad's fan of the game. You'll have to check out the live feed and check him out. He's fan of the game, yeah. All right, face off at center. Yeah, Meekins, Hughes, and Hoodless. Bordelacki ends up with the puck for Penticton. Hoodless with some pressure, knocks it off his stick. Hoodless behind the net, looks out front to Hughes. Oh, just short side missed. Meekins is there, bumps him, puck goes back to the line, Coverley keeps it in. Hughes to the middle, stops, gets bumped. Omlin looks to clear, Hoodless bumps Zeman. Medeiros can't get around Coverley, Meekins is there. Meekins over to Konings. Konings, bank pass. It's going to find its way right down to Jones. But Jones leaves it, and it just cleared the goal line. So icing with 19:20 left, second period. 40 seconds gone. Face-off will be to the left of Poitras. Rockets win the draw. Fogarty around, looks for Mooring. Mooring to Lalonde. Lalonde back to Mooring. Mooring bumps it out. Marquez goes back for it, pressured by Simister. Marquez just backhands it out. Puck is stolen by Day. Savo's there, bumps Mooring. Bajokovic goes back for it. Looks to clear to the line. Lalonde bumps his player, but the puck comes out. Schultz pokes it past Fogarty. Schultz with a move and scores. Pinch gone the wrong way. Breakaway for Penticton. It's a 2-1 game here. 18:47 to go, second period. Face-off won by the Vees. Puck out front, puck is cleared. Rockets take up, puck down deep. Moore gets the puck over to post. Pokes it in. Day with his third penalty of the game for cross-checking. There he is once again, Logan Day back in the box. Say hi to our viewers. Nope. He's right there. Bad boys. Face-off is going to be to the left of Poitras. Puck one to the corner. Pendre looks to clear. Kept in the line by Zeman. Zeman throws it deep. Behind the net. Vekojevic goes back to Zeman. Zeman down to Vekojevic. Vekojevic to Neiman, or Zeman to Vekojevic. Looking far side, intercepted by Scott. Scott partially dumped. Nope. And we got an interference penalty. So with that, the Folks Audio penalty kill is over. That's Portalaki. That's Matthias Portalaki going to the box here for Penticton. He'll go sit there, feel shame for 2 minutes or less. We're back here to the right of Jones. Scott goes back to Pendre. Pendre couldn't keep it in. Puck comes out. Pendre with possession. There's Flames fan Brandy Bobandy. Puck cleared out, down. Puck thrown out front to Summerfield. Summerfield couldn't get around Scott. Scott turns it over to Summerfield. Summerfield tries to go wide. Puck goes to Smith. Smith looking for McAllister, bumps it to Scott, but picked up by Marquez, dumped in, high stick by Pendre, and he touches. So face-off will be back in the Rocket zone with 17:19 to play. So once again, if you're watching the game, anytime there's a goal in the Canada-Czechia game, make sure you put it on the chat. I'm hoping it's still 0-0. Face off to the left of Poitras. Back to line, Hesketh. Shot towards net, deflects. Poitras pokes it behind the net. Konings to Terrian. Terrian gets it to Nugent. Nugent looks to get around Hesketh, but Hesketh takes it. Konings has him lined up, just missed. Puck comes all the way out here to Tarian, to Coverly. Looking for Nugent, but Sabo is there. Medeiros in a battle. Puck comes out to Tarian. Tarian just dumps it in. Puck's in the corner. Hesketh. Stolen. Tarian to Sabo. Puck comes out. Rockets went for a change, so Lalonde left it. Day is out of the box, so we're at a brief BC Sportswear power play. Lalonde to Day. Day, breakaway. Tries to Forsberg, scores! Douglas on the rebound. 3-1 Rockets on a BC Sportswear power play. So with the power play hitting, Kyle tells me there's only 2 keychains left. So if you wanted one of those limited edition Rockets keychains, BC Sportswear, tomorrow, go and see Kyle, say go U15 Tier 2 Rockets, and you too can get one of those keychains. Got a conversation going in the penalty box between Mr. Price. Looks like we got it sorted out. Face off at center. Scramble draw picked up by Penticton. Vikovic fires a shot over the net. Puck rimmed around. Puck in the corner. Picked off, comes out front. Summerfield shot blocked by Lalonde. Summerfield down low. Vikovic has the puck. It's bumped by Fogarty. Puck shot around. Hoodless, can't clear. There's a player that fell on the puck, but it goes right to Summerfield. Summerfield shoots, saved by Poitras. Rebound sitting there, puck goes to the corner. Hoodless. Cleared behind the net. Hughes, can't clear. Kept in. Meekins is there, gets it out to Hoodless. Hoodless, far side to Hughes. Hughes, a little bit of speed, tries to go around Summerfield. Takes a shot, saved by Jones. Rebound comes out to Dexter Summerfield. Kenzie Summerfield. Gets bumped by Hoodless. Goes right to Vikovic. He just dumps it in. Poitras bumps it behind the net. Picked up by Pendre. Pendre, right to Mooring. Mooring has Simister, but Sabo was there. Knocked the puck away. Simister bumps him. Mooring gets bumped from behind. Simister today, saved by Jones. Smith. Circles. Leaves it for Day. Day, shot deflected. Rebound, Simister scores! Travis Simister on the delayed penalty. 4-1 Kelowna. 14:23 remaining. What a flurry of action there. Shots 17 or 16 for Kelowna, 12 for Penticton. 4-1 game. Looks like Zeman's getting a penalty here. Must have got him on unsportsmanlike penalty. So 2 minutes to Zeman. So I think he got a 4-minute penalty for head contact, and because they scored, it's a 2-minute penalty. Face off at center. Back still in the BC Sportswear power play. Got some corporate wear, team wear, hats, hoodies, toques, does stickers too. Go see Kyle Douglas. Smith to Simister. Simister cross ice looking for Mooring. Just missed him. Eskith has it behind the net. Clears at the line. Pendre has a look far side to Day. Fans on the shot. Day behind the net to Mooring. Mooring out front to Pendre. Shot. Puck sitting there. Cleared by Penticton. Day back to the line. Smith tries to get it to Pendre. She's pressured. Puck's on the line and cleared out. Pendre pressured by Parker. Parker steals. Puck goes in deep. Parker slips and falls. Never feels good. Day picks it up. Has some speed. Day leaves it for Simister. There's a collision. And puck was cleared by Penticton. That was Schultz. Meekins to Konings. Konings back to Coverley. Coverley to Konings. Konings looking for Day. Day to Mooring. Mooring tried to go to Simister, went right to Portalaki. Right to Konings. Konings looks to make a move. Puck gets to the line and it hits the player in the helmet. And puck comes out. McAllister to Nugent. Turnover, Omlin gets it, dumps it deep. I see it's a 1-0 Canada with the McGinley power play goal. You gotta love it. Hopefully Perek got a power play point. That would be fantastic. And covered up by Jones. So face-off will be to his left with 12:25 to go here. Second period. 2 seconds left in the penalty to Zeman. Nugent can't poke it forward. Medurios looks for Zeman on the stretch. Fogarty recovers and picks it up. Regroups behind his net. Looking for Scott. Scott to Nugent. Nugent over to McAllister. McAllister throws it out front for Scott. Scott shot. Saved there by Jones. Face-off will be to the right of Jones. I hope you're enjoying the multi-cam review. It's 1-1 now. Well, that's not good. I hope you're enjoying the multi-cam review here. New setup Dan and I came up with at practice this week. Back to the line, Fogarty over to Terrian. Terrian. Puck near side here. Meekins gets bumped into the boards. Puck ends up on Marquez. Marquez behind his net, takes a look, gets to Vejokovic. Vejokovic can't clear. Right to Sabo, who gets it out. Schultz with a break. Schultz shot, saved by Poitras. Fogarty's there, clears it to the line. And out, Marquez couldn't keep it in. Puck comes back to Fogarty. Far side to Lalonde. Lalonde to Terrian. Terrian with a burst of speed pokes it around Marquez. Terrian can get a clean shot off Douglas. Shoots, scores! Braden Douglas. Short side is second in the game. 5-1 Kelowna. Just what the Rockets needed after Penticton was having some pressure there. Face off at center. Penticton wins the draw, goes back to their zone. Day keeps it in. Battle in the corner is hoodless. Parker goes around. Smith pokes it deep. Hughes is there. Gozier Over to post. Day is there. So is Pendre. Pendre comes up with it. Can't keep it in. Hesketh has it, gets it to Parker. Parker just dumps it in. Smith behind the net, bumps it to Pendre. Puck comes out. Hughes runs into his player. Pendre over to Smith. Smith loses it. Turned over, but offside at the Penticton line as they're trying to compete a line change. Puck came out. We got 3 seconds left till we get an ice clean. Still 1-1 in the Canada-Czechia game. Face-off won by Penticton, dumped in. Coverley's there. Looks to clear. Medeiros is on the puck. Medeiros throws it out front, saved by Poitras. Simister gets it out. Right to Mooring. Mooring can't carry it in, it's offside. And touched it to line, which means now we're gonna get our ice clean. So at 19:40 left here in the second period, we will go to an ice clean, and once again, we want everybody to see our fan of the game. Compliments to Jeff McCoggan. Ty Koning's wearing his favorite Team USA jersey, enjoying a cocktail. Fan of the game, Ty Konings. Well, I didn't put it on the screen, so I made this whole big introduction. There it is, Ty Konings, fan of the game, Team USA jersey. So once again, everybody, we're gonna go to an ice clean, and we'll be back shortly. right, refs are putting the nets on, as you've seen, in our multi-view function. All right, so face off right in front of us here. Puck dumped in, cleared by Summerfield. Over to Zeman. Zeman looks to bring it in. Shot just wide. Puck on the near boards. Portalaki couldn't get it in deep. Puck comes out. Fogarty picks it up, delayed offside by Penticton. Still offside. Lalonde takes his time. Makes a move. Over to Fogarty. Fogarty just chips it in. Mooring gives chase. Puck's in the corner. Zeman. Stretch pass right out to Summerfield. Summerfield loses the puck. Sinister looking far side for Mooring. Goes right to Moore. Moore just dumps it in. Puck goes around. Fogarty's there. Fogarty gets it to Sinister. Sinister gets it over to Mooring. Mooring towards the front, deflected just wide. Puck comes out. Dumped in. Moore turns it over. Puck comes out front. Sinister throws it towards the net just wide. Meekins down low. Picked up there by Hesketh. Clear to the line. Pendre keeps it in. Down to Meekins. Meekins can't quite handle it. Turned over. Summerfield turns it over to Pendre. Pendre over to Smith. Smith to Meekins. Meekins gets partially tripped, but it is going to be a penalty, which means we're going to a BC Sportswear power play. There's number 13, Dexter Summerfield, not happy with the penalty, but he's going to the box. So if you need some team wear, corporate wear, hats, hoodies, toques, he does stickers too. Kyle Douglas, BC Sportswear. Once again, the power play hit already today. So if you go down there tomorrow, there's 2 keychains left. You say go U15 Tier 2 Rockets, you'll get one of those last 2 keychains. Face off to the left of Jones. Puck pushed to the sideboards, and puck is cleared now by Penticton. Poitras plays it right up to Pendre. Pendre to Scott. Scott gets bumped by post. Puck is cleared right to McAllister. He couldn't quite handle it. Meekins is there, turned over to Scott. Scott has to regroup in the neutral zone. Over to Smith. Smith gets bumped by Sabo. Puck's in the corner. Marquez couldn't handle it. Puck is cleared to the line. McAllister fans on the shot. Does get it towards Scott now. Saved by Jones. Sabo looks to clear. Kept in by Smith. Right to McAllister. Shot. Saved by Jones. 6:55 remaining. So face-off will be to the left of Jones. Day wins the draw, goes right back to Coverley. Coverley takes a look to Konings. Konings, shot, saved by Jones, covers up real quick. So 1:04 left to go here on the power play. Once again, we got a Jeff McCoggan sighting right here. He picked his fan of the game, Ty Konings, with his favorite Team USA jersey on. Day on the draw. Won by Penticton. Portalaki, as in the corner, gets bumped by Douglas. Day couldn't clear. Portalacki gets it to the line. Konings. Back to Konings. Shot blocked. Puck comes out. Parker takes a shot. Saved by Poitras. Konings is there. Gets it to Coverley. Coverley takes a look. Gets it to Day. Day back to Coverley. Coverley behind his net. Doesn't like what he sees. Power play just keeps ticking down. Now it goes to Day. Day to Douglas. Douglas to Terrian. Terrian to Day. Day gets bumped by Zeman. Puck in front of us. Puck does come out. Right to Fogarty. To Lalonde. Lalonde has to regroup. Once again, cuts back, pressured, shakes off his check, gets it to Hoodless. Hoodless over to Fogarty. Fogarty to the front of that. Hoodless just missed it. Summerfield far side gets it out. Lalonde skates back. Over to Fogarty. Puck is dumped in. Lalonde is there to pick it up. Lalonde off the boards to Hughes. Hughes gets it to Hoodless. Hoodless to Day. Day across the line. Has it, takes a look. Out front of Fogarty. Shot, save, rebound. And covered up by Jones. Scrum out front of the net. Jeff McCoggan getting some fan of the game content here.
This one got all choppy. I'm guessing it went off the Wi-Fi. Probably.
Nugent wins a draw. Takes a shot blocked by Moore, or Cozier, sorry. Nugent dumps it down. Simister behind the net. Goes back to the point, but misses everybody. Poitras forced to play it. Right now, he plays it to Smith. Smith looked for Pendre, missed. Penticton has it. Cozier in a battle. Chips it behind the net. Picked up by Pendre. Stolen by Summerfield. Puck shot out front, deflected by Schultz. We got a 5-2 game here. 4:32 left in the second. Rockets have the puck, they dump it in. McAllister looks to get it out front. Parker. Puck is dumped in, touched by Penticton, and we got another penalty for head contact. Looks like Vajokovic going to the penalty box. There it is, Vajokovic in the box. Face-off will be to the left of Jones. Meekins wins it back to Konings. Konings down low to McAllister. McAllister half boards. Back to Konings. Konings down low now to Meekins. Meekins to McAllister on the half boards. Can't handle it cleanly. Parker's there. 2-on-1 opportunity now. Parker tries to go around Coverley. Puck ends up behind the net. Puck played out front. Meekins goes far side looking for McAllister. McAllister takes a shot, saved by Jones. McAllister behind the net. Looks out front, he gets bumped. Meekins to Scott. Scott had a stick hit when he tried to take the shot. Sabo looks to clear, kept in by Lalonde. Lalonde towards the front of the net, picked off by Marquez. And puck is cleared out. Rockets regroup. McAllister. He gets bumped, still has the puck. Gets it down low to Meekins. Meekins turns it over. Puck is fired down the ice. Picked up there by Poitras. Leaves it for Lalonde. Stretch pass to Douglas, deflected in. Summerfield behind her nets. Takes a look and clears it down the ice. 32 seconds left in the penalty. Fogarty up to Lalonde. Lalonde back to Fogarty. Puck turned over up front, shot saved, Poitras. Zeman to Summerfield. Summerfield gets around Terrian, but Day is there. Gets it to Lalonde. Terrian couldn't handle it. Omlin gets it, fires it right to Schultz, or Zeman. Fogarty crosses the line. Over to Douglas. Douglas fans him the shot. Puck's down low though. Douglas out front. Right up the middle and splits the D. Terrian has to regroup. Look for a pass, just missed. Summerfield goes for a skate. Andre bumps her in the corner. Andre. Over to Hughes. Hughes. Puck's on Day's stick. Day dumps it low. Douglas takes it. Gets it to Day. Day shot. Saved by Jones. Puck cleared to the line. Smith dumps it deep. Day behind his nets. Leaves it for Hughes. Day again. Back to the line. Smith can't get it deep. Puck comes out. Andre picks it up. Button hooks. Goes up the middle. Stolen. Shot by Hesketh. Scores from the point. One of those rainbow shots. Found the top corner. 5-4 game now. 1:03 left second period. I see Czechia just made it 2-1. Two bad things happened here at the same time, which don't like to happen very often. Maybe it's 5-3 and I just got the score wrong. It's 5-3, not 5-4. It's a 2-goal game. Puck dumped in by Cozier. Pendray's there. Puck cleared up. But intercepted by Cozier. Or Parker shoots it wide. Smith tries to clear. She can't. Puck goes deep. 35 seconds left. Pendray. Marquez shot. Just rebound comes out. Hughes couldn't clear. Penticton offside here with 21 seconds left. Face off the neutral zone. Summerfield shoots the puck and it gets deflected into the Penticton bench. 15.7 left. Rockets win the draw. Puck goes to Konings. Konings to Sinister. Knocked off his stick by Portalaki. Summerfield up the boards, looking for Omlin. Zeman dumps it in. No icing. And that concludes the second period. Some back and forth action there. 5-3. All right, Rockets ready to go here. Got a 2-goal lead. Third period now. Penticton wins the draw, goes right to Summerfield. She dumps it in. Puck's in the corner. Right to Mooring. Mooring to Sinister. Sinister shoots. Saved by Jones. Sinister behind the net, front to Mooring, but he missed the pass. It's like he had a hole in his stick, but puck cleared back to the Penticton zone. Stretch pass to Mooring. Looking for Sinister. Sinister has it stolen by Summerfield. Puck goes to Summerfield, dumps it deep. Fogarty behind his net. Over to Lalonde. Lalonde felt some pressure, has to regroup behind his net. Over to Mooring. Mooring crosses the line. Puck thrown towards the net, deflects over to the side. Summerfield picks it up. Summerfield. Shot wide of the net by Schultz. Vekojovic gets bumped. Sabo to Schultz. Schultz shot saved by Poitras. Face off to the left of Poitras here. Day wins the puck to the corner. Pendre. Pressured on the sidewall. Day ends up with the puck. And we had some action behind this play. Looks like Pendre is going to the box. He's going to get a cross-checking penalty. So there he is. There he is, Cole Pendre, looking at the fans here. He's not happy, chucks his stick. Praying to the gods, but he'll be okay. Face off near side here. Face off one. Shot by Zeman wide of the net. Puck cleared down. Scott bumps his player. Portalaki looks for Summerfield. Summerfield just gets it, dumps it in. Poitras leaves it for Konings. Vekojovic throws it out front, shot, save. Poitras, rebound sitting there. Another save. Konings gets it, fires it down. How does it look? Out to the neutral zone. Summerfield dumps it in, but offside is Penticton. Fogarty gets it, wires it down the ice. Puck in the far corner. Summerfield up to Vejokovic. Over to Summerfield. Over to the other Summerfield. Kenzie to Dexter. Over to Schultz. Schultz bumped by Fogarty. Schultz, he gets bumped, comes out to Parker, but Day is there. But Marquez has it. Marquez gets it down low to post to Vejokovic. Nice bounce off the stanchion and down the ice by Douglas. Chasing Summerfield. 14 seconds left in the penalty. Summerfield. To Parker. Cozier. Penalty is now over. Marquez to Medeiros. Medeiros stops. Throws it to the far corner. Konings is there. Chips it to the line. Marquez takes a shot wide of the net. Terrian's there, can't get it out. Sabo keeps it in. Puck goes deep. Medeiros throws it out front. Douglas is there. Douglas looks to clear. Penalty's now over, so it'll be icing. And icing to go with 15:45 remaining. Face off to the left of Poitras. Won by the Rockets. Cleared around. Cubberly over to Hughes. Cubberly to the line. Kept in. Puck is cleared back deep. Pendre behind his net. Reverses to Cubberly. Cubberly has it stolen by Zeman. Zeman throws it towards the net. Hits the blocker of Poitras. Puck is cleared. Nugent tips it. Nugent skates onto it, but Zeman's there. Or Hesketh is there. I keep getting them wrong. Douglas dumps it deep. Puck in the corner. Hesketh comes up with it. Pressured by Hughes, but Hesketh still has it. He looks for a pass, but it's going to be icing. And down the ice here with 14:54 to go. Face-off will be to the right of Jones. Rockets win the draw. Back to Fogarty at the line. Shot. Blockered away by Jones. Shot by Mooring just wide. Fogarty keeps it in. Meekins is there. Meekins. Now in the corner, that's Portalaki. Looks to clear. Sinister bumps it. Fogarty keeps it in momentarily. No, full. Sinister tries to cut. Throws it towards Mooring. Deflects to the front of the net. Mooring loses it, but he picks it up again. Mooring fans on his pass. Bank pass and out. Picked up by Schultz and offside the line here. The face-off will be right in front of us. Face-off won by the Rockets. Lalonde over to Fogarty. Fogarty looks to clear, hits Scott. But cleared out. Fogarty pressured by Parker. Fogarty has it. Right to Scott. Scott pressured by Post. Scott still has it. Rims it around. McAllister tries to clear. Cozier intercepts. Fogarty pokes it right to Scott. Puck is kept in at the line. Puck is cleared out by Lalonde. Dumped back in. Puck rimmed around. Sabo keeps it in. Shot. Saved by Poitras. Goes right out to Day. Day tried to get to McAllister, couldn't. Marquez loses it in his feet, but manages to get it in deep. Pendre off the boards and out. Zeman couldn't keep it in. Zeman over to Omland. Omland Pressure Smith. Smith gets it to Pendre. Pendre rims it around. Kept in. Pendre around. Puck is cleared out. Smith, area 2-on-1 happening. Scott and Day. Scott takes a shot off the post, pokes it out front, tried a bank shot, didn't work. Puck gets deflected out of play here with 12:21 remaining in the third period, 5-3 game. Looks like Canada's getting outshot 12-6. Doesn't look like it's the best game for them right now. They got to find a way, get correct the puck. Face off back in the Penticton zone. Puck clear to the line and out. Pendre has to regroup. Just dumps it in, hits a skate. Puck still in the zone. Douglas looks for turn it over, does, gets it deep, takes a hit in the process. Hesketh behind his net, comes up with it. Hesketh looks to clear. Smith keeps it in. Hesketh rims it around. Stokovic just missed a hit. Summerfield has it now. Dumps it in. Vajokovic throws it out front. Smith is there. Gets it up to Douglas. Douglas dumps it in. Hesketh looking for Summerfield. Summerfield bumps Coverley. Puck goes deep. Coverley over to Konings. Konings looking for Hughes. Hughes just dumps it in. Rockets take up. Summerfield over to Vajokovic. Schultz can't handle it. Hughes steps in, but the puck is poked out to the neutral zone. Coverley gets the center, dumps it in. Hughes down low. Puck cleared out. Vajokovic. Blocked by Hoodless. Puck's in deep. Puck cleared out. Coverley just missed it right to Summerfield. Now Summerfield just dumps it down. Konings picks it up. Konings, nice little move. Konings, he's feeling it. Takes a shot. Saved by Jones. Puck comes out to Konings again. Shot, another save. Puck behind the net. Puck is clear to the line. Konings kicked at it and missed, but it goes right to Fogarty. Fogarty looking for Mooring, just past him. Portalaki. He's in the corner. Post. Turns it over to Day, to Mooring. Oh, just got dumped as he tried to get a shot off. Lalonde is there. Gets it to Day. Day over to Fogarty. Fogarty shot. Saved by Jones. Rebound cleared. Cozier skates it out. Cozier just avoided a check from Lalonde. That could have been lights out. Sinister looking for Mooring. Mooring left it for Sinister. He can handle it cleanly. Lalonde gets dumped or tripped or fell. Something like that. Fogarty to Sinister. Sinister looking for Mooring. Mooring goes wide. To Day. Day shot, save, rebound, and score! Stabbing Sinister, second of the game. 6-3. Face off at center. Pendre chips it up. Zeman's there. Pendre gets it to McAllister. Feeds it over to Scott. Scott takes a shot. Saved by Jones. Rebound. Cleared. Shot by Pendre. McAllister takes a bump. Puck goes right to Omlin. Omlin clears. Pendre picks it up. Picked off by Zeman. Zeman pressured by Nugent. Zeman fires a shot, saved by Poitras. Puck is cleared around. Scott gets it to Smith. Smith to Nugent. Nugent to McAllister. McAllister dances around his man. Backhand just on the outside of the net. Poked out front, but it didn't quite make it. Sabo was there. Clears it to the corner. Bajokovic looks to clear. Coverley keeps it in. Puck comes out to the middle. McAllister couldn't handle it cleanly. Summerfield picks it up. Smith pokes at it and fires it in. Puck behind the net. Schultz picks it up. Marquez, actually. Marquez to Summerfield. Summerfield can't handle it. Coverley to Konings. Konings looking up the middle. Just past Sabo, no icing. Terrian battles him. Coverley keeps it in. Coverley dances, or Meekins dances, throws it towards the net. Tipped by Terrian, saved by Jones, it goes wide. Sabo takes him out. Scores! Pass short up front, Meekins bangs it in. 7-3, Rockets. Canada with a two-man advantage, they got to score here. Face off at center. Rockets win it. Coverley gets the center. Gets into the line. Puck's in the corner. He gets knocked down. Puck thrown to the front. Knocked out by Post. No icing. Puck's in the corner. Konings. And Post and Parker and Hoodless. Now Day joins the play. Day comes up with it to Hughes on the near boards. Coverley's in the battle too. Puck comes to the line. Summerfield shot. Far corner. Hoodless to Day. Konings destroys Cozier. Touches the puck, and that's going to be a boarding penalty, or charging. Looks like Canada just tied it up on the power play. That's good to see. That's Cole Rushny with the goal, or Perek. I'm not sure. We'll have to see the replay. Perek scores, gotta love it. Oh, face-off's over here in the zone. Better get back to that. Sinister kicks it out. Right to Mooring. Mooring. To Sinister. Got cleared out. Summerfield. Down to Vekovic. Back to Summerfield. Shot. Wide of the net. Rebound. Saved by Poitras. Puck's behind the net. Up in front to Bajokovic. Bajokovic. Back to Zeman. Zeman. Down to Schultz. Shot. Over the net and out to the neutral zone. Zeman has to regroup, pressured by Mooring. Zeman looks to skate it up, can't handle it cleanly, loses it in his feet. Zeman dances around Scott. Zeman still has it, pressured by Mooring. Puck is cleared out to the neutral zone. Marquez. Vekovic back to Marquez. Mooring deflects it past Summerfield. Back to the Rocket zone. Puck cleared down the ice with 34 seconds left in the penalty. Marquez goes back to pick it up. Puck thrown up the middle. Scott just dumps it in. Summerfield around to Marquez. Puck is cleared out. Pendre dumps it in. Summerfield clears. Parker's there looking for somebody, but puck was cleared back in by the Rockets. Marquez looked to clear, intercepted by Pendre. Rockets have in the neutral zone. Scott looks to regroup. He does. Back to Smith. The other camera is back in line, Dan. Smith to McAllister. To Mooring. I know some of you are to Nugent. I know some of you are wondering why there's been no camera changes. There's some issues with the Wi-Fi in this building and cellular signals, so we're doing our best. The main camera is running perfect, so we're going to keep it on this one unless the other ones come back in line, and we'll do some more switches. But for now, with 3:27 left, you'll be with me most of the way. Probably the whole way. Nugent pokes it in. Sabo looks to clear, he gets it out. Konings is there, gets to Coverley. Coverley dumps it in. Summerfield gets it over to her partner. Puck is cleared, but Konings is there. Tries to get it to Coverley, stolen by Post, but he rims it around now. Douglas is there. Stolen by Zeman, but the puck is cleared out, and there will be icing with 2:38 left here, third period. Next weekend, folks, we'll be at Memorial Arena. I know there's way better cell signal, and there's better Wi-Fi there, I believe. So we should be bulletproof next weekend. Face off won by Penticton. Shot from the line just wide of the net. Coverley looks to clear. Tarian. He's bumped. Goes right to Coverley. Rims it around to Konings. To Douglas. To Konings. Puck is cleared. Meekins runs into his man. Summerfield shoots high over the net. Puck comes around and out. Marquez goes back for it. Bank pass to Vajokovic. Right to Schultz. Over to Summerfield. Left there for Schultz. Schultz can't get it towards the front. Konings picks it up. Rims it around. Douglas chips it out, and Hesketh goes back for it, pressured by Tarian. Hesketh button hooks. Looking for Summerfield. He missed the pass. Konings picks it up, goes to Fogarty. Fogarty tried to stretch to Hughes. Puck intercepted by Penticton and dumped in. Behind the net, Fogarty tried to hit Hughes on the stretch, intercepted by Summerfield. Kenzie just dumps it in. Poitras leaves it, clears it. Portalaki looks to keep it in. Dumps it down. Fogarty dances, bank pass to Konings. Over to Hughes. We get the last minute of play in the third period. Fogarty to Hughes, to Day possibly. Just out of his reach, puck is chipped back down to the Rocket zone. Fogarty rims it around. Hoodless. Over to Hughes. Hughes to the line. Stopped by Poitras. Puck goes around. Hughes again. Parker just keeps it down. Big hit behind the net. Lalonde destroys his man. Shot from the point, deflected by Lalonde. Gozier not happy with the big hit, so he tries to get him back. Puck is intercepted. Puck is flipped up by Day to Hughes. Parker now has it. Hoodless bumps him and falls. And that'll do it, folks. Rockets win 7-3. There's Ava Koning. Say hi, Ava. Rockets look to celebrate a 7-3 victory, staying on top of the league standings. I believe it's their 9th win of the season. So once again, folks, we want to thank our sponsors. And we will see you again next weekend, where we will be playing Kamloops and Vernon from Memorial Arena. Tune in.